Have you ever sat quietly with yourself and wondered, is there more to life than just getting through the day? More than the routine? More than waking up, working, worrying, sleeping, and doing it all again? If you have, you're not alone. And no, there's nothing wrong with you. That quiet question, that sense of something missing, is not a weakness. It's a gentle nudge from the deeper part of your being. A part that knows joy. A part that remembers peace. A part that's been waiting patiently for you to turn inward. Today, we begin a journey, not outward, toward more possessions or more validation, but inward, toward yourself. Because all that you've been searching for, love, peace, freedom, joy, it's not outside you. It's not in the next job, or the next relationship, or the next achievement. It's within you, right now. It's always been there. We've just forgotten. And this journey, this path, this inner engineering is about remembering. Sadhguru once said, if your body and mind took instructions from you, would you create anxiety or bliss? Suffering or joy? When you hear that, doesn't it stir something inside? We've been taught how to do many things, how to solve problems, how to use our phones, how to follow rules. But we've never been taught how to live in such a way that our joy is not determined by what's happening around us. We were never taught how to truly take charge of the inner world. And so we look outside for everything. For approval. For love. For meaning. But the outside is always changing. What was thrilling yesterday feels empty today. What felt like love turns to hurt. What we thought would fulfill us leaves us more restless than before. And still deep within, there is this longing, this voice that says there's more. There's something deeper. Something real. My friend, that voice is your soul speaking. And if you're here, it means you're listening. That's the beginning of your real transformation. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had a moment of joy that came from nowhere? No reason. No one made it happen. You just felt happy. Maybe you were sitting under a tree, feeling the breeze. Or maybe it was a moment of silence after a busy day. A breath. A smile. A tear. A strange stillness inside. That's the real you. That's who you are beneath the noise. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not even your past. You are the awareness behind all of that. The being behind the doing. The stillness behind the storm. And the more you come in contact with that awareness, the more your life begins to change. Not by force, not by pretending, but naturally. You stop reacting to every little thing. You stop chasing. You stop needing everything to be perfect to feel peace. Because the joy inside you isn't tied to the world anymore. You start to live from the inside out. Sadhguru puts it simply, if you are joyful by your own nature, you will do your best. And that is all that matters. You don't need to force success. You don't need to beg for love. When you are rooted in inner joy, everything you touch begins to blossom. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds beautiful, but how do I get there? How do I stop this overthinking? This stress? This emptiness? And that's a real question, but the answer is simpler than you think. It begins with just one shift, responsibility. Not responsibility in the heavy, burdensome way, but in the empowering way. It means realizing, I am the one who creates my experience. Not my boss. Not my past. Not my partner. Not the government. Me. That realization is not about guilt, it's about freedom. Because if you created your misery, then you can also uncreate it. If your inner world is in your hands, that means your joy is not a lottery, it's a choice. You're not a victim. You're an engineer. An inner engineer. Now, this doesn't mean your life will suddenly become free of problems. No. Life will still throw challenges your way. People will still misunderstand you. Things will still go wrong sometimes. But here's the difference. Those things no longer define you. You become like the ocean, deep, vast, unmoved by the surface waves. And you begin to notice something powerful. When you stop trying to control everything outside, the inside becomes still. That stillness is not emptiness. It is fullness. It is peace. And from that peace, your actions gain a different quality. They're not compulsive. They're conscious. You're not reacting, you're responding. You're not running, you're rooted. This is the essence of inner engineering. It's not about escaping the world. It's about living fully in it, without losing yourself. It's about becoming available to life in a way you never were before. You start to taste food differently. Hear the wind more clearly. Listen to others more deeply. You cry more easily, and laugh more fully. Because you're not numb anymore. You're alive. You're not pretending anymore. You're present. And in that presence, you start to realize, joy isn't something you have. Joy is something you are. You don't need to meditate for 10 years to know this. You just need to become aware, right now. So let's take a moment just to breathe. Feel the air enter your body. Feel your chest rise. Feel the miracle of being alive. You didn't have to earn this breath. It was given. That's grace. And if this moment was given freely, maybe joy was too. Maybe, just maybe, you've been looking everywhere for what's already within you. And this moment of remembering is the beginning, not of a new belief system, not of another self-help method, but the beginning of living from within. And you're not alone in this. Every soul that has longed for truth, every heart that has ached for peace, has walked this path. And you're walking it now. Let this be the chapter where your inner journey begins. Let this be the moment where you stop waiting for joy and start living it. Let your life become a message, not by preaching, but by radiating. A calmness that can't be shaken. A joy that can't be explained. A love that flows without conditions. That is who you are. That is what you're returning to. And that, my friend, is the most powerful journey you will ever take. Sparkles, if this message touched your heart, please subscribe now so we can grow together on this journey of inner transformation. Your support helps us share Sadhguru's wisdom with more seekers like you. Let's walk this path of joy and discovery together.